your this thing algorithms efficiency increases. Okay, so this was one more thing that I wanted to tell you, that there are some limitations also. It is not that we have completely achieved the long-term goal, that is to remove a medical practitioner and to use a handheld device for any of the diseases. That is the long-term goal. Are you getting why? Because no, because medical skill generation is highly costly the affair. Okay, to identify whether a lungs is COVID infected or not, it takes huge amount of training as well as study. One person should write MBBS for 5 years, then 2 years of MD, then some certificate course, and then some this experience in the hospital, and then the person is ready to identify whether it is COVID infected or not. And therefore, the diagnosis becomes very, very what you call costly. So what would happen if we can completely remove this person, and in its place we can deploy an algorithm? That is the long term goal. Okay, now going to the next one. uh, mm, uh, uh, Coordinator madam, I'll request you to what do you call share the link of the study that we have already had to the participants. Now close this PPT. We'll go to the study report. I have shared the link with you. Please close this. Do not this thing close your screen, but directly go to the study that we have done by using computer algorithms, where we have studied and this thing and metallic compound against this protein means human proteins. Okay, so coordinator madam, please get rid of the PPT and go to the link. Then we will go start our next this thing. What do you call next algorithm?
Okay, so shall I have to get to anyone link?
The paper link, research paper link, not the
Okay,
video link.
okay.
You copy it and then put it onto your browser. The paper will open and share your screen. Yes. So what exactly happened? Tell me if any
Sorry, can
doubt.
I ask you a question here? It's about
Please.
the PRED 13, like interleukin 13. So does that work on the interleukin 13, or can we like modify this to work on different cytokines or chemokines, or does it have to be specifically on interleukin 13?
Okay, very good question. I'll get back to you over this. Okay, fine. So this particular algorithm has been designed for interleukin 13. Now you can ask me why, sir? Because as I have said, it will serve the purpose of multiple different labs. One lab who is looking for antiviral therapy, he can also use it. Anybody who is looking for anti-cancer therapy, he can also use it. So used case is more, and therefore they are interested in interleukin 13. Now, this particular tool cannot be used for any other chemokine or cytokine. This is dedicated for interleukin 13. Now, what you can do is you can collaborate with this fellow. This is in IIT Delhi. Is in India only. He is my friend. We have worked many times. So you can collaborate with him. They will only ask for the data set. So you have to prepare the data set of at least, as they have already done, at least 250 proteins which will elicit interleukin 2 or any other interleukin you are interested in. So you have to have solid background knowledge about a particular interleukin, its structure, its compatibility with other proteins, and then when you are 100% sure that you have a training set of positive proteins and negative proteins, then you just communicate with the fellow. If the fellow is ready and he is like have no existing project, he can collaborate with you, and eventually you can also produce this software. This particular software that we have discussed now is completely dedicated for interleukin 13. It cannot be done because it is trained on interleukin 13 sequences, so you cannot modify it. It is a default setting of the interleukin 13 and only on this particular project only, they'll only give you the idea of interleukin 13 eliciting antigens or proteins which can elicit interleukin 13 production. Nobody, nothing else. Only this one you can do. Now here, coming back to our study, what we have done is, it's very interesting. So what we have done is, we have this is a group study where we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, okay, throughout the India, multiple different lab. It has been published in Royal Society of Chemistry, one of the topmost journal in this field. Now, what exactly is going on here? So, one of our collaborator has identified a this thing metallic is the layer, your this thing algorithms efficiency increases. Okay, so this was one more thing.